This is Radio Free Riverside, the voice of democracy. I'm Sam Page, here on the United American Network with the news you can trust. Here are your top stories. In the national news, a panel of federal appeals court judges ruled that President Donald Trump's policy banning transgender troops likely violates their constitutional rights. The three-judge panel from the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit ruled 2-1 that Trump's Executive Order 14183, also known as Prioritizing Military Excellence and Readiness, was intended to exclude people from the military based on their gender identity. Despite the panel's Monday majority opinion, the first day of Pride Month, the ban remains in effect. The U.S. Supreme Court allowed the Pentagon to enforce the policy last year and will continue to allow it to remain in place while litigation proceeds. New data shows that the presence of National Guard troops had no meaningful impact on violent crime in the nation's capital. Research, including the 2022 Urban Institute analysis, found that National Guard deployment in D.C. did not significantly change violent crime rates. Police data show crime trends followed existing patterns, and experts note that short-term military deployments rarely address root causes or lead to lasting reductions. Some groups have also raised concerns about negative effects on police-community relations. In Butler, Pennsylvania, a woman who was shot during the July 13, 2024 Trump rally filed a lawsuit against the United States government, alleging negligence by the Secret Service and the Department of Homeland Security. The lawsuit claims the shooting was, quote, entirely preventable, citing a, quote, cascade of preventable failures by the Secret Service that allowed 20-year-old Thomas Crooks to fire shots from an unsecured roof. Following the shooting, the Secret Service acknowledged breakdowns in communication, technological issues, human failure, and implemented recommendations from Congress while suspending numerous agents involved in the event. Now, the latest news in the state of California. The failed Sheriff Chad Bianco was overwhelmingly rejected by California voters. Riverside County Sheriff Bianco crossed the many debates among the candidates. Californians got to see firsthand how ill-prepared Bianco was for the big stage. Columnist Rafael Perez observed after observing Bianco in February, quote, despite the fact that we don't necessarily have an abundance of philosopher kings to choose from, it would perhaps be unwise to settle for someone who has trouble controlling their emotions in low-pressure situations. In Riverside County, election news. Julie Vandegrift in Murrieta holds a thin edge in the race to fill a vacant seat on the Murrieta Valley USD Board. Initial returns for the June 2nd special election in MVUSD Trustee Area 3 showed Vandegrift with a slim margin over candidate Elliot Emmer. To claim victory, one of the two candidates must win at least 51% of ballots cast. The election to fill the open seat follows the September resignation of trustee Yvonne Munoz, who left the district due to work conflicts. The winner of the June 2nd contest will serve out Munoz's term, which runs through November 2028. Democrat Clarissa Cervantes and Republican Assemblymember Leticia Castillo are headed for a second showdown this November for Assembly District 58. And in Assembly District 47, Republican incumbent Greg Wallace leads with 49.5%, with the Democrat Layla Nambar at 29.5%. In Assembly District 60, incumbent Corey Jackson at 55.2% is ahead of Republican Ed Delgado, a Moreno Valley City Council member, who stands at 28%. In all districts, the top two vote-getters, regardless of party, advance to the general election with 2-year terms in California's 80-seat assembly at stake. And for Riverside County Judge of the Superior Court Office Number 10, Public Defender Andrea Garcia will face Michelle Paradise in the November election. While the race for Superior Court seat is strictly nonpartisan, it's worth noting that Ms. Garcia has been endorsed by more than 31 judges and also was recently endorsed officially by the Riverside County Democratic Party. More news now in Riverside County. Last Friday, May 29th, in the city of Riverside, a fire broke out at the University of Riverside apartments on Iowa Street, damaging 50 units and displacing about 115 residents near the UC Riverside campus. Loma Linda University Health in San Bernardino will pay $7.5 million to settle claims it illegally disposed of hazardous waste and patient records. Investigators from San Bernardino and Riverside County found hazardous materials and confidential documents in regular trash at its hospitals and clinics, violating state law. The health system has pledged corrective action. And in the city of Coachella, Todec is hosting a solidarity food drive today until 5 p.m., June 5th, 2026. Donations may be dropped off at 1560 6th Street. And also in Coachella, a special meeting is being held by City Council today at 4 p.m. at the Coachella Library to interview the 10 applicants for the open City Council seat. That seat must be filled by June 10th. This is Sam Page with Radio Free Riverside on the United American Network. News sources come to you from Ground News, a rated service that informs the public of bias, left, right, and center. Thank you for listening to Radio Free Riverside, the voice of democracy.